N.o.b. Leave your feelings at the door.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. Hopefully this shit don't pick up me chewing gum like a motherfucker.
Oh wait, hold on. Did you watch both of those videos I sent you yesterday?
I don't know. I don't remember.
Because, hold on, I want your reaction to one if you didn't.
Okay.
It's
Live reaction right now.
It's fucking amazing.
That tastes terrible with that gum. Fuck. Is there copyrighted music?
I don't know if it's copyrighted because he plays it with a guitar. It was his ass cheeks.
Okie dokie.
Do you think that would be considered copyrighted? Because it's...
No, it wasn't enough to copyright. Fuck.
I wish my ass cheeks could play the guitar.
I wish my ass cheeks could do anything but contain shit.
Could you imagine that talent? Like, hey, shit, watch this. And you just start fucking...
Strumming the guitar with your butt cheeks.
Yeah.
If your ass is hairy, you better fucking like trim that shit because you're gonna fucking set flame to your fucking butthole.
No, it wraps the fucking cords and just it's like a painful waxing.
Christ. Anyways, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the show. As always, it's your boy Chavi here with my main squeeze, D Money, Swag Money, killing all these bitches, fucking all these hoes, D Rich.
What's up?
So, the wait is over. We are finally touching the conspiracy theories. Today's going to be a little weird.
I'm just gonna be honest. I didn't fucking look it up because I felt like shit already.
It's okay. I did a little bit of research myself yesterday. I watched a fuck ton of videos. So this will probably be a shorter episode, which is fine.
Before you announce what we're doing, why don't we like list off people that are supposedly a part of that group to see if people can guess what it is before we get to it.
Okay. Barack Obama.
Beyonce.
Jay-Z.
Oh fuck. No, I had who I was gonna say.
The Clintons.
Yeah.
Bill and Hillary.
There's another really big music. Isn't it Ariana Grande?
Justin Bieber.
Oh, okay.
Well, I'm sure she probably is too.
Because I think I was seeing the one about her with the Oz.
Well, you gave it away.
Oh.
Gave it away with that statement. So the conspiracy we're talking about today are the elite lizard people. The reptilian society that supposedly controls the world.
Hey, they run the world.
Well, apparently they're the Illuminati. That the reptilian people are the Illuminati.
I've heard, like how I've heard it explained, is they're the center elite of the Illuminati, like, which I mean makes sense.
So pretty much the way this all came to be was in the 90s. A British folk named David Icke came out and said, like, wrote books and shit about all this, but pretty much that everything's run by these lizard people, you know, the reptilians and whatnot. I said he wrote many books about it and everything. Ancient Aliens has come out and said that.
I actually like that guy. Like,
That guy is funny. But he come out and said that, well, not he, the show came out and said that there was like one species of dinosaur that would have survived the, whatever the fuck, the meteor, whatever fucking caused the dinosaurs to go extinct. because no, we weren't fucking there, so we don't know what did it. So pretty much, they like took their skulls. They were a smaller dinosaur, not a shorter dinosaur, a smaller one, and pretty much they evolved from. They weren't on all fours. They were kind of like raptor. They predominantly ran
Bipedal.
on their hind legs, kind of like how we do. And eventually they became upright, and that their heads kind of shrunk down. Let me see if I can find this shit here while we're talking about it. Ancient. Oh shit.
Oh yeah, any client.
Ancient aliens. Can't spell. Reptile people.
If you hear background noise, it's your son.
I mean, I'm just saying it'd be terrifying if there was like a raptor species. That's you too.
What?
Oh, God damn it! No, we don't want to watch a video. I don't want to watch full fucking. Go back. Like this it gets easier running a podcast with the fucking internet connected, but good lord, you fucking make the wrong mistake and you're fucked.
That's so bad.
So, well, that's the thing. The conspiracy came around in the 1900s, but not the 1990s. Sorry, but apparently, the lizard people have been around for like hundreds of millions of years.
I mean, I can understand why they put Sobek there, but like,
Yeah.
I don't know if that's not a lizard person. That's a fucking crocodile. That's a human doll.
Here it is, the reptilian conspiracy theory. Well, like I said, apparently, they're shape-shifting people, so they can go from looking like you and I, who, that, and the other, and then fucking next thing you know, boom, fucking crocodile man or some shit. Damn, what's his name? Killer Croc. Let's see here. According to this, the origins were from Michael Barkin, professor of political science at Syracuse University. Posits the idea of a reptilian conspiracy originated in the fiction of Conan the Barbarian creator Robert E. Howard, where the first appearance of the Serpent Man was in his story, The Shadow Kingdom. But I mean, it really all started with this guy here, David Icke. Like I said, British conspiracy theorist. He said he first published on this thing in 1999 with his book, The Biggest Secret, where tall, blood-drinking, shape-shifting reptilian humanoids from the Alpha Draconis star system, and it's shit, I can't think of it, but the main one is like the Draco, what is that, constellation?
Yeah.
Which kind of clicked with me, thinking into Harry Potter. Draco Malfoy was in a Slytherin, which serpent.
But do you know what a Draco is? It's a form of dragon.
That makes sense too. But they are now hiding in underground bases and are the force behind the worldwide conspiracy against humanity. Excuse me. He contends that most of the world's ancient and modern leaders are related to these reptilians, including the...
I'm going to go ahead and say, because he has the fucking Bush family on there. And,
yeah, that was one too. I'm not going to try to pronounce that. The Rothschilds, the Bush family.
We all know George W. ain't no fucking lizard person.
And ultimately, the British royal family. So yes, Queen Elizabeth has
that bitch don't die.
Has a pointed tongue, a forked tongue. Icke's conspiracy theories now have supporters in up to 47 countries, and he has given lectures to crowds up to 6,000. Not a lot. It's really not a lot.
Well, no, if he's saying that the lectures have gotten as big as 6,000 people in the crowd.
Still not a lot, though.
For a lecture?
Well, yeah, maybe for a lecture, but...
I'm just saying, that's quite a lot of people for just, like... That'd be like you or me go into, like, fucking the Dalton amphitheater in downtown and start like talking.
Okay, so
and
so 6,000 for him is about like the 6 that Biden would have at his rallies.
Yes.
Because Trump could get more than 6,000.
Yeah,
But that's neither here nor there. That's another conspiracy theory that we could possibly talk about. The 2020 election. But we're not. Because over it already. American writer Vicky Santillano included it in her list of the 10 most popular conspiracy theories. A poll of Americans in 2013 indicated that 4% of registered voters believed in David Icke's ideas.
it's kind of sad.
It is kind of sad. But at the same time, I mean...
Actually, it is, but it
Making my
isn't
head
because... Oh, that thing's old as fuck.
I bet. Woohoo!
It is, like, sad, but really, I mean, it makes sense that people think that this, like, elite group of people will run everything. Like,
Right.
that's not what's sad. It's just...
That you would think it's a fucking lizard. I think that's the saddest part about it. Like, I mean, I get it because there's already, like when you think of the Illuminati or whatever, I mean, you mainly think of, like, LeBron James, like we already said, Jay-Z, Beyonce, all the political leaders. That's who we think of when we think of the Illuminati. But now you're, like, throwing in that they're also fucking reptiles and reptilians.
See, like...
That's kind of far-fetched.
I don't know. Yeah, the reptile part is what gets me, but then you see those like videos with the eyes. Goddamn.
Jesus, that was close. But yeah, speaking of that, I mean, there was that whole thing a few years ago when Bieber got arrested, and he was like staring into the camera, and like he blinks, and his eye like kind of like shifts, and then he blinks again, and next thing you know, he's like staring down. But
I think the Beyonce one's the one that gets me the most.
I'm not sure if I've seen.
Oh, like her eye straight up looks like a fucking like almost like a cat eye.
Huh.
Like they're on an interview on like the red carpet and like a light flashes, but not the person they're talking to, but a light flashes behind them, and her eye literally changes color and like it gets like a slit
Shit.
instead of like the normal pupil. I was like, the fuck?
It says here in the closely fought 2008 U.S. Senate election in Minnesota between the comedian and commentator Al Franken and incumbent Senator Neil Coleman, one of the ballots challenged by Coleman included a vote for Franken with lizard people written in the space provided for write-in candidates. Lucas Davenport, who later claimed to have written the gag ballot, said, "I don't know if you've heard the conspiracy theory about the lizard men. A friend of mine, we didn't like the candidate, so we were at first going to write in revolution because we thought that was good and to the point, and then we thought the lizard people would have been even funnier. Evil reptilian God damn it.
Evil reptilian kitten eater from another planet was a prerogative used to refer to the Ontario Liberal Party opposition leader Dalton McGuinty in a press release dismantled by the Progressive Conservative Party of Ontario in September of 2003 during the provisional election campaign in Ontario. That's kind of a fucking... Could you imagine a newspaper giving you a fucking name like that? The evil reptilian kitten eater from another planet? Like...
It's kind of fucked. In February 2011, on the Opie and Anthony radio show, the comedian Louis C.K., who was already just fucking controversial in the...
Yeah.
Just, dear God. Jokingly asked former U.S. Secretary of Defense Donald Rumsfeld a number of times if he and Dick Cheney were lizard people who enjoyed the taste of human flesh. Amused by Rumsfeld's refusal to directly answer the question, CK suggested it as a possible admission of guilt. He went on to further muse perhaps those who are lizard people cannot lie about it when asked if they are lizards. They either have to avoid answering the question or say yes.
Now, I will say this. I don't know if you know who Rumsfeld is, but he's basically the man. He besides Dick Cheney, he's probably the most like hard ass politician I've ever heard about in my life. He's like the guy that basically that taught Dick Cheney everything. So him being a lizard person, if they were real, to me would make a lot of sense.
I was about to say, he looks like a fucking
A lizard person.
He looks like he'd be a crocodile fucking ass. On March
he
4th,
looks like
2013, a video depicting a security agent with unusual features guarding a speech by U.S. President Barack Obama was spotlighted on a Wired report about shape-shifting reptilian humanoids. This led to a tongue-in-cheek response from Chief National Security Council spokeswoman Caitlin Hayden, who said any alleged program to guard the president with aliens or robots would likely have to be scaled back or eliminated in the sequester. Whatever the fuck that means. What's crazy is, when Mark Zuckerberg was on trial about Facebook that's when he started becoming...
That fucking trial is like if you want to talk about like robots being real, use that fucking you use anything with Zuckerberg, especially during those, like that one where he's like this. He looks like straight up at the judge, and he's just like this, and he talks like this the whole time.
Look at him, dude. Like
that one, yeah. Fuck that. Yeah, he looks so robotic and unnatural.
Look fucking human. Like, look at how ginormous this man's eyes are. It's ridiculous. It really is. And Jim Carrey even come out and said, that the Illuminati was basically real, and that he wanted to expose it. I don't know if he was, being for real, because it's fucking Jim Carrey, and we all know he had his fucking falling out.
Yeah, but I've also heard that the reason he had that fallout and Hollywood tried to depict him as being psycho is because he was trying to expose stuff that was happening in Hollywood.
Right.
So at the same time, yeah, it hurts his credibility and helps it fuck her.
Yeah, yeah, fucking Greta Thunberg, you bitch. Anyway. So Mark Zuckerberg is an alien or a robot. Well, not really an alien or a robot. He could be, but in particular, he is linked into the reptilian folk. When the CEO of Facebook had to go before U.S. Congress to testify about the social media platform's possible role in Russian meddling in the 2016 presidential election, Mark Zuckerberg looked, more unusual than usual. At certain angles, his eyes looked widened, bulging, and vacant. Rumors began doing the rounds that he wore contact lenses to hide yellow lizard pupils. It was a short walk from there to, is Mark Zuckerberg an alien here to destroy the planet, or at least democracy? The rest will supposedly follow. At the very least, the onliner said he must be a bot, judging by the blank surprise look on his face throughout the hearing. And like I said, we'll plug a picture in. He just fucking... I don't know. Let's see if this one will have the actual picture. That way we can take a pretty decent look at them. But
I'm trying to find a list.
It doesn't. List of reptilian people. Boom.
Apparently, Madonna, Katy Perry, and Angelina Jolie are all said to be secret lizard folk.
I could see the point where Katy Perry would, because have you heard of the restaurant in Los Angeles where they eat human flesh and drink human blood and shit like that?
There's a really weird restaurant, but there's another theory with Katy Perry that I think is more likely, and it's that her and Zooey Deschanel and one other person are all clones.
Oh yeah, where they all look the same.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because they do. They
Yeah,
look.
there was it was like going around was that was Katy Perry's father like sleeping around even though he's like a pastor or whatever.
Well, see, I've heard that like some of the pop stars aren't lizard people, but they are made by like, and I thought that was always how I'd heard about Katy Perry is like she was a genetically made superstar from the lizard people.
Yeah.
And then they used her DNA to make, that was the one I was looking at,
Okay.
to make Zoe Deschanel, and I can't
Who
forget,
the fuck is that?
I think it's a YouTuber.
Gemma Collins?
Yeah.
Gemma Collins? I don't fucking know. That's a beautiful ass fucking
Komodo.
Komodo.
Shit. Hold on. I'm just throwing this one.
Fucking cookies. Why does everything have fucking cookies? Yeah, this is the dude here, David Icke. He looks like a fucking reptile himself.
He looks like a fucking bulldog. Apparently he's an ex-soccer player. Which
Yeah, he was like a pretty badass soccer player. Madonna, Katy Perry, Angelina Jolie, the Obamas, which I could see Michelle. I mean, look at those fucking traps. Like,
that's just the female version of Patrick Ewing.
like I said, Clinton, Michael Jackson. Like, this isn't really giving a good list.
I know.
Though.
That's what I was trying to find one. I was like, it's not really a list.
Dog tragically dies after being gang raped and stabbed. What the fuck? Click on that. I know this is out of a. What the fuck? What the fuck? Dog tragically dies after being gang raped and stabbed 30 times in horror attack. The distressed dog was found on the street struggling to move and covered in blood before she was rescued after her shocking bestiality attack. Who the fuck? What kind of a sicko would gang rape this poor dog? Look at her. She's beautiful. Yes. You are disgusting. A dog left with horrific injuries after being gang raped and stabbed 30 times has died. These fuckers need to go. Oh my lord. She was rescued and then taken to the vet to receive urgent treatment. Oh my lord. Like, what? Who the fuck? What kind of a world do we live in? I don't even want to fucking look at. Hold on. The dog was stabbed many times and sexually abused by several people. Because she wouldn't allow it, they stabbed her. They destroyed her genitals, stabbed her almost 30 times, punched her, and caused other superficial injuries. The dog could not cope with the amount of pain. Look at that. Poor fucking animal.
So, okay.
Christ alive. Let me get away from here.
Yeah. Part of the thing we missed, like a lot of these celebrities and people that are considered to be reptilians have connecting bloodlines.
Yes, Obama and Bush are related. FDR is related to like.
You have to go back, but they have. There's like
they're distantly related.
But the fact that I forgot which one. There's one of them, and there's so many people related off this one. I think it's the Clinton bloodline.
Right.
And there's so many celebrities that come off of this, because I think even the Clintons are like distant descendants of, or not the Clintons, the Kennedys are distant descendants of English royalty.
Oh.
So,
well, you can keep looking into that if you want. So I'm just going to go off on a little
I was
tangent
trying
here.
to, I was looking at this list that said it had
So, how can you tell if someone is a reptilian shapeshifter? The reptilian eyes can be seen if you look closely enough. Some say it's possible to spot them only in the midst of shapeshifting. Scales or hints of green may be seen on the skin while a reptilian is transforming into its humanoid state. Hologram flickers. Reptilians are so good at hiding their identities that they often forget they're hiding such a big green scaly secret. Sometimes their disguise can become more apparent when their hologram skin glitches. Your intuition may alert you of a nearby reptilian. All this shit just sounds so fucking stupid. I get it. You know, it's a conspiracy theory, but when you really think about stuff like this, like, don't get me wrong, I believe in the global elitist.
Oh,
that,
yeah.
That somebody is controlling the world.
And I do
and
think
the way certain things run, especially in our country.
some of the lizard people stuff actually do believe. Not necessarily that.
They're lizards.
No, but
I
like
don't believe they're lizards.
that they're either manufactured stars or because you have so many of these people that you would not know are related to each other unless you look up. And
Right.
That's so
Like
weird.
I said, you gotta go far, far back.
But still, like, well, I think the Obama Bush one is only like two.
Yeah, but they're still distant cousins.
Yeah, but like going back 2 generations and the fact that Obama is related to it, that's insane.
Yeah, and like I said, FDR is related to like 6 other people that were presidents, including Teddy Roosevelt.
Oh yeah.
And him and his wife are also like 5th cousins, something like that. Him and old Eleanor.
You know, back in the day, you could marry your first cousin, so them being 5th cousins is not even that bad. So,
Right. So here we go. We got a little list here.
I'm gonna rub my jacket. It's in the car.
Go ahead. I got this.
All right.
All right. So we got a little list here of apparently celebrities or just humans in general that are reptilian humanoids. First one is Justin Bieber. We had already talked about this, but a different story was he was in Australia. He toured in Sydney, Brisbane, Melbourne, and somewhere else, if I'm not mistaken. And he was apparently in front of a shit ton of people, like hundreds of fans, and they were taking pictures and videos of him while shape-shifting. Like the story is that the man was literally just standing there and then shape-shifted into a lizard in front of all these people. The thing that posted it said that there was pictures and videos and all this and that, except there wasn't. When they got caught out on it, the post was completely different. As we stated, Queen Elizabeth II, like he said, just won't die. I mean, we're not wanting her to die, but she is ancient.
She's yeah.
She is very ancient. Writer, public speaker, and famous conspiracy theorist David Icke has spoken at length about how he believes that Queen Elizabeth II is in fact a shape-shifting lizard from outer space, and honestly, this person believes him. I'm not going to say I believe him, even though I'm reading it, because I don't. Icke, who very much subscribes to the Illuminati conspiracy that a secret society of Earth's most powerful people controls the world, claimed in 1991 that the British royal family are descended from reptilian blood. He also believes that members of the Illuminati, including all of Earth's royal families, are descendants of ancient hybrids between reptilian aliens and humans. Also, let's not forget her name is Elizabeth, Lizzie for short.
Hold on.
Can't take that serious.
You wanna know?
Lizzie.
You wanna know what's crazy though?
Oh shit!
You know her husband's still alive and he's older than she is.
Christ.
I'm trying to look up his exact age, but I want to say he is either in his like mid 90s or early hundreds.
Jesus. Apparently, once beloved Miley Cyrus is also one. Miley Cyrus is a living legend.
He's 99.
Christ.
Yep.
Hannah Montana was iconic. Bangers, low-key slapped. And we honestly just want the best for her. But alas, even our faves aren't immune to being secret big as shit reptiles trying to take over the world.
He looks.
Dear Lord, he looks scaly from there. The biggest piece of evidence comes from an interview Miley did with Barbara Walters back in 2013. If you watch carefully, you can see that her right eye pupil narrows into a vertical slit, much like that of a lizard. There's no video here to watch. Oh, God. Apparently, Donald Trump is a reptilian shapeshifter as well.
Oh, but I know why they say this. It's because he does the like little hiss thing when he talks. Have you ever seen it?
I have not.
Oh, there's an amazing clip where he's like, Because I saw it, and a lot of people made memes out of it. It's like how Harry opened the Chamber of Secrets and it shows Trump, and he's like this. He's like, and he literally did it in an interview, and it's amazing.
I'd watch it if I would be able to hear it.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't be able to. Mark Zuckerberg, we've already touched on that. I'm not talking about it. But yeah, that only had a list of 5 people. So
I thought Post Malone was on there for a second.
No, people. Yeah, it's just. Well, apparently, there's also another conspiracy of like Post Malone and Justin Bieber, where Bieber sings for Post and they just edit it. Like you can take. I'll show you the video. I have it on my history of YouTube because I watched it yesterday. But like you can speed up Rockstar, and it'll sound just like Justin Bieber. It's kind of fucking. It's crazy. And they always tour together.
Has he offered to withdraw? Or to withdraw from the council?
You've never seen that? You need to watch it again.
Yes.
Has he offered to withdraw? Or to withdraw from the council?
See, now I get why they put him on this list.
Oh my fucking god!
But he does it a lot. Like that's like one of his like weird little quirk things he does. He like it's fucking amazing.
Oh shit!
Like I remember the first time I saw it, I was like, "What the fuck?" And then after that, I was like, "That's fucking hilarious, dude."
This is from the link that I actually sent you.
See, I'm a lizard person. I got cold and it's only like 60 degrees outside. I gotta
Right,
jacket
cold-blooded bastard. Well, no, that means you would be warm, wouldn't it?
on. No, if you're a lizard, you're cold-blooded.
Yeah, but wouldn't you be warm when it's cold?
No, that's why you don't see lizards and snakes in the winter.
No, that makes no sense.
They get because if you're cold-blooded, what it means is your body cannot regulate its own temperature. You're affected by the environmental
True.
temperature.
This is true.
That's why mammal, like we, can stay warm even when it's cooler because our bodies make their own heat.
Yeah. Okay, so the conspiracy theorist and New Age philosopher who wore only turquoise from a time and insisted on being called Son of Godhead. This is talking about David Icke. Say these Anunnaki, the reptiles, because there's something, I can't remember what they were called. I'll have to look it up.
That
Like this one was the mother of whatever or some shit like that, and
that is what like the original Easter ceremonies and stuff come from.
like, let me just look this up real quick.
See, a lot of these conspiracies go together, and that to me is what makes them more credible. Yeah, I think this is the one that talks about
Anunnaki. So, a group of deities who
Yeah.
appear in the mythological traditions of the ancient Sumerians,
Akkadians.
Assyrians,
And
and Babylonians. Descriptions of how many Anunnaki there were, and what role they fulfilled, blah, 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 blah. The Epic of Gilgamesh, which is basically Noah's Ark, which is why a lot of religion is...
A lot of it overlaps.
Yeah, and a lot of people don't know
What to believe.
what to believe, which story to go to, or which one to, basically just believe, whatever, But yeah, that's that. So, these people have controlled humankind since ancient times. They count among their members, they count among their number. What the fuck? Whatever, but Queen Elizabeth, we talked about, George W. Bush, Henry Kissinger, Bill and Hillary Clinton, and Bob Hope. Encroaching on the conspiracy theorists' territory, David Icke even claims that the lizards are behind secret societies like the Freemasons, the Illuminati. Since earning the dubious title of Paranoid of the Decade in the late 1990s, Icke has written several books on the topic, including his latest work, The David Icke Guide to the Global Conspiracy, and he has his own website and all this and that.
But see, like, I get why people think that it is a different. They're different than normal humans. But I don't think, and I think that they could be maybe like aliens or something.
Right.
But I don't know, like them being lizards or lizard people is a little far. But I can understand why people think like, oh yeah, obviously there's people that like control how we think and what we like are all related. That to me makes sense, or like why they are this like different species than us.
Right. Waiting for this shit to load.
Even if I don't agree with it.
Hello? You fucking cunt. Yeah, I'll say that on here. Well, fucking thanks for finally popping up the damn cookie thing, you piece of shit. So, Barack Obama often makes jokes in his campaign speeches about a genealogical survey last year that found he is a distant cousin of Dick Cheney. Well, look at you. You are connected to lizard people. Now there is double bad news for Obama. A new survey out found he is related to George Bush as well. He is also related to Churchill, Winston Churchill. One of the oddest is that Obama is also related to Brad Pitt and Hillary Clinton. Wait. Oh, no. He's related to Brad Pitt, and Hillary Clinton is related to Angelina Jolie. So, just gets kind of fucking weirder here, doesn't it not? Clinton, who is of French-Canadian descent on her mother's side, is a distant cousin of Madonna, who you also said was also related to this group, Celine Dion, and Alanis Morissette. No idea who the fuck that is. The name does sound familiar, though. Do you know who that is?
I know the name. It's Alanis, but I know like
Who gives
the
a fuck?
Morissette name sounds familiar, but not the first name.
Obama and Bush are 10th cousins once removed, linked by Samuel Hinckley of Cape Cod, who died in 1662. Brad Pitt and Obama are 9th cousin, likely linked to Edwin Hickman, who died in Virginia in 1769. Clinton and Jolie are 9th cousins twice removed, both related to Jean Cusson, who died in Quebec in 1718.
She's a singer.
Let's see here. Bush is also John McCain is the 6th cousin. There's a 6th cousin to Laura Bush. So yeah, it's just kind of weird that, I mean, I get it, I guess, because I don't get it.
What do you mean?
It is just weird. I mean, I guess it makes sense because I don't know. I'm trying to make it fucking make sense, and it doesn't make fucking sense.
What, that they're all related?
Yes.
It doesn't make sense. Like,
Yeah. So FDR is apparently related to 11 presidents. Let's see here.
like
Oh,
it
go back.
really
Let me
doesn't
just click
make
on that
sense.
one. So this one is presidents who were related to each other once. I mean, and like this all makes sense because a lot of this conspiracy is that all of like the global elitists and the people that run the free world
Keep their people in.
are, somehow, like we said, related. Well, this is fucking stupid. George W. Bush is the son of George Bush. Quincy Adams is the son of John Adams. Benjamin Harris, 23rd president, was the grandson of William Henry Harrison, the 9th president. James Madison. Okay, but anyway, this is where Franklin Delano Roosevelt, probably one of the greatest presidents ever. Some believe, some don't. I'm okay to say that, even though he was a Democrat, whatever. I mean, it is what it is. Just do research.
He literally saved the country. Despite what you think, he saved the country from complete and total economical.
The New Deal,
Yeah.
we wouldn't be here if it wasn't for the New Deal. it might have hurt us in the long run, but it got us out of the shithole we were in. So it happens. So FDR, the 32nd president, was a fifth cousin of Teddy Roosevelt,
See, it
the
says
26th
fifth cousin,
president.
but I'm pretty sure like FDR refers to Teddy Roosevelt as an uncle. So it would be a distant uncle, but
Yeah, either way. FDR was distantly related to a total of 11 U.S. presidents, 5 by blood, 6 by marriage. John Adams, John Quincy Adams, Ulysses S. Grant, William H. Harrison, Benjamin Harrison, James Madison, Theodore Roosevelt, William Taft, Zachary Taylor, Martin Van Buren, and George Washington. So
that's,
the fact
that's kind of crazy.
when you think about him being related to George Washington, it does make a little bit more sense because the reptilian people, Freemasons.
yeah,
George Washington was a Freemason.
well, so was John Adams.
Yeah,
And-
well,
and
so
his son,
everyone
yeah.
in that.
The founding fathers.
Yeah, the founding fathers were Freemasons or just Masons, however you want to look at it. The ones that, I don't really want to say built America to how it is today, because obviously we're,
completely different.
yeah.
Well,
And a lot of people don't really like to see it that way because, you know, they came over here and did what they did. Not, you know, not saying it was okay to what they did, but that's just what happened back then, you know.
well,
But at the same time, you can see it both ways. You know, we did it to the natives. Natives done it to other natives. That's how you took over territories. So, fuck off.
well, I'm gonna tell you something weird that like shows like the weird like distant like relative things.
Yeah.
Have you ever watched Pawn Stars?
Yep.
The grandpa, Rick, and the son,
Mm-hmm.
they're all related to
FDR.
Benjamin Harrison.
Shit.
Like that
Well,
is
that's her last name, isn't it, Harrison?
yeah, but they're like they have like direct bloodline from him,
Right.
And so like that's so weird because their grandfather or like their great
Well, I mean,
great grandfather
it's
was
not
a president.
It's not
But
really
they're-
weird.
It's weird that they're famous to me. Like, it just shows that like even these even relatively famous people
Yeah.
are related to these.
Let's see here.
I don't know. It might not talk about like. I know they talk about it in a episode because they get a they literally get something that belonged to him, and Rick brings it up that they are related. Yeah.
Well, it just says that they claim to be one. But I mean, if there's actual proof in the episode, I mean, I'll take that. But this thing just says that they claim to be. I mean, it's possible. I know a guy. Let's see.
I'm not saying they're like the elite. I'm just saying like
I know a guy here in Dalton. That's his grandfather, General Patton from, I think, World War II.
oh yeah.
Like that's his grandfather, great grandfather, one of those. So I mean, I could see it happening. I mean, if you think about it, if you really want to be super detailed and go back to it, we're all related to some founding father or something like that.
Well, probably not me because you can trace my name, and my namesake is Irish and Scottish, which didn't come until after the United States were.
Well, I don't mean like just the founding fathers. I
Yeah,
mean
I
just
know.
to somebody. I mean, because shit, you can go to the Alamo.
Oh, I'm sure.
And there were tons of people from Ireland and Scotland that came over here to help us fight Mexico.
But
and
that
sent
was
to
in like
Anna.
the 1800s, wasn't it?
The Alamo? Yeah, but still,
that's
you can
whenever,
still be related to someone that fought in that war.
Yeah, that's what
what
I'm
I
saying.
mean.
Like the 1800s is when the Scottish and Irish were coming here.
Yeah, but still, I mean.
But I bet my name does, or like I bet there is like a really distant relation to old like royalty, because that's what my last name traces to old royalty across all of Europe.
True. But before we get out of here, so what do you think? Are you convinced by any of the evidence? Where do you stand?
Like I said, I believe that there is like an elite that runs, and like they make stuff so we like certain celebrities. Like I think they do
some type of propaganda.
Yeah, kind of. Like I think that there is some group of people that are all interconnected, probably, because it would just make more sense that way. And then you could like it would be easier to even pick who is like famous if they're all interconnected, because you're always making sure that you have control over who is becoming into this bloodline.
Right.
So it makes sense. The lizard people thing doesn't, although there is like the weird eye things that there's literal video evidence of. So.
Need more proof on the reptilian side of it, though. But yeah, I mean, I'm right there with you. I fully 100% believe in the global elitists that control everything in the free world.
See, what I really think is weird about this is it's about like reptile people, and they didn't even bring up, none of those that we looked at brought up the fact that the United States has millions of miles of tunnels under it.
Right.
That all interconnect across the country, that a lot of them haven't been explored. So if you really want to push that lizard person thing, that's something that...
I mean, that could be where they fucking
like
hold their, I don't know.
Like, if that's what I'm saying, like, if you're going to push that, why don't you use these things we know that cannot be explained?
Right. Like, we can...
So it would make a lot of sense if they were here and they did survive like that, and they tunneled under.
Right. I think that there's more proof of an Illuminati, just the Illuminati, than there is the reptilian people. But there's going to be a few things in this series that touch on the Illuminati. Obviously, this one, we're going to do one about the Denver airport. That one's heavily fucking Illuminati-esque type shit. And then the all-seeing eye, or fucking money has it on there. But I said, I'm not sold on there being actual reptile people. I just need more proof. I need an actual video of some motherfucker shape-shifting.
See, I'm going to use a person that I think is kind of a bad example, because they also believe in flat Earth, so take that as you will. But Kyrie Irving, huge believer in Illuminati. Like he puts the all-seeing eye on his shoes. The last 3 or 4 pairs have all had it on it.
Yep.
So like,
well, fucking LeBron has that thing tattooed on his chest.
Yeah, but let's be honest. Between the both of them, I feel like it'd be more likely that Kyrie Irving was in it.
Well, fucking LeBron has like a little handshake thing where he even does that.
That's true.
And all this and that. But we'll jump into that on its own thing. So this is the intro to our conspiracy theory series.
And we picked one of the weirder ones.
We did, just because...
I mean, if you're going to watch after we talk about this, you're going to watch anything.
Yes. That is true.
Well, you didn't say, like... Oh, yeah, you did. You said you need actual
evidence. I need actual evidence of someone shape-shifting into a reptilian humanoid.
Even if... I
not
think
just the eye, because I could fucking move my head like this, and the glare on my glasses might make my eye seem like it's fucking...
vertical.
Yeah. So...
the only thing I will say about that is... Have you ever heard the thing of, like, if you see something so unnatural, your body will reject it? I think that if evidence ever did come out like that, your mind would not ever.
It's possible because I mean, if it's caught on video, anyone can say, "Oh, that was just doctored."
Yeah,
But
like
I don't know,
even
if
if you saw that in person, I feel like your mind would tell you that wasn't real.
if I caught that shit on video, the more I watched it, I'd believe it. I mean, that's the thing. The more you see of anything in news nowadays, you believe it. But I'm not going to touch on that subject because we're done being political outside of anything that global elitists are involved in.
Unless something happened. I mean, if fucking we start damn. If the Simpsons get another prediction right and we go into the fucking Civil War on January 20th, 2021.
Get ready to get fucked up.
Shit.
Oh, shit.
We don't want that. Like,
no, like I said, I'm not ready to get slapped around by a dildo coming from the leftists.
fucking.
Like, these are, we were talking about fucking swinging around baseball bat sized dildos. Like, you will get your ass shot if you come running at me with a dildo trying to smack me around with it. You're getting
fucking. No, they make them like jackass bazookas that shoot dildos out of. You know how bad that would hurt?
Yeah, because I've watched the fucking movie where they've done it.
Could you imagine if you got shot in the face? Like, it breaks your fucking jaw.
Jesus Christ. That's the episode, guys. We appreciate you for listening.
Oh, yeah.
We'll see y'all next week. Not going to disclose a topic because we don't fucking know.
Yeah.
But we will do... I mean, I did my research. This guy...
Look, it's been...
We'll figure it out. But until then, y'all
We're
have a
definitely
good one.
leaving it on dildos to the face, guys.
Dildo to the face. Multiple. All of them. Give me all the dildos to the
Just
face.
huge dildos to the face.
It's going to be
just
huge.
huge.
It's going to be
huge.
And trust me, I know huge dildos when I see them.
The biggest.